Hello everybody and welcome back to TWIO. This week in Osu, the show where I talk about some cool plays that have happened this week and then we go through some fun and interesting news at the end. And what a banger week this has been. I have loved watching the top players absolutely pop off this week because there's not really one that I can focus on, so I don't even know what the title and thumbnail of this video is going to be. For starters, Ezchamp has been absolutely grinding Galaxy Collapse, mainly since Emrek played it last week, and after a few
Oh, Emrek, you better hope I fail this map right now. You better hope I fail. Okay, I need to shut the f up.
mishaps, he set the best missed count in 5 years, being a 5 miss play on this map. It is absolutely insane.
Somebody's...
Next up, a lot of people's GOAT Sytho is back, setting his new top play, being a 1.4k PP play on Age of Tyranny with Nightcore. ASecretBox, or my apologies, Jeff Glorpington now, has set the first hidden Hard Rock FC on Cry Thunder this week. Chicony finally FC'd a 3-star map, but on top of that, he also set a 1.3k DT play on Save Me, reached the top 15 with a Waldschreen DT play for 1.1k, and set this absolutely beautiful DTFC on this map that I don't want to try and pronounce. Kamenshek set the first hidden DTFC on Night of Nights after 15 years. And my goat, my absolute goat, Whitecat seems to be back in his prime, getting the first FC on Kizuitara and a few other banger plays this week. But that about does it for the plays, so we move on to the news, and to start with, Whitecat is back in his prime, like I said, and has matched his peak PP from 2021. A Reddit user made a reverse mapper for Osu. You essentially play an empty map and then place circles where you click and sort of draw it as you play it. I'll leave a link for it down below because it's a very cool tool and I'm sure that it will help a lot of beginner mappers sort of get into making good maps. As of 5 days ago, you needed to reach 727 PP to reach 6 digit. And this is a graph of the average accuracy of the top 50 players in the game over the last 8 years, and it really shows how aim slop has sort of lowered our accuracy and CSR has ruined it, because now we're setting A's and B's that are 1k plus. So let me know what you think about that down below. But that about does it for this week in Osu. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like and consider subscribing to keep up with the series. If you have any feedback, leave it in the comments below. I will read it, but I will see you next week in Osu.